Welcome to Exploitation Reviews and me, Rob, and the first live stream of 2026. Happy New Year. So, same as always, I thought I would talk about some recent acquisitions and any questions, comments, whatever, drop them in the chat and we can talk about exploitation films. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and got lots of new movies. I got tons of stuff, which I won't show all of it because I don't want to be here all night. So just some highlights that might interest you all. Hello, Happy New Year to you as well. It's the man himself. That's me. Yep, I'm here. Yep, I'm going to talk about some movies. Welcome, welcome. So the first thing is not a movie, but it is something that I think you will all like if you don't have it. And it's this giant tome, Nightmare USA. There's a huge book. Wife got this for me for my birthday, which was also last month. This is the untold story of the exploitation independence, and it covers exploitation films between 1970 and the mid 1980s. Does it say? 1970 and 1985, and it's got tons of pictures and background stuff. Probably can't show a lot of it here on YouTube. But I haven't really dug into this too much. I've been reading another book that I'll talk about here in a second. But this is very cool, and I'm excited to learn more about some of the stuff going on between 1970 and 1985, which is a little bit after the area I spend most of my time in, which is the 1960s. So Nightmare USA is very, very cool. Happy about this and look forward to reading it. Clap. Yes, clap. Happy late birthday. Thank you. Thinking about it's very cool. It's huge and super heavy. There's all kinds of stories of different films, lots of behind the scenes information, and tons of pictures. And it's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, why am I out of focus? Who knows? Maybe it'll fix itself. Cool book. Yes, it is very cool. Yes. Greetings, salutation, exploitation fans. Yes, and to you too. Right. The only other book I'm going to talk about today is I've been getting more into Robert Downey Sr.'s films, and my wife found this, Truth and Soul, a Robert Downey Sr. reader, and it's a collection of essays from film critics and, academic types and filmmakers about Robert Downey Sr.'s work. And this just came out last year, 2025, and it's great. Lots of articles, and it's got a cool art style. So I've been having fun reading this. You can see from my bookmark, I'm partway through, although I have skipped around and I read some of the essays near the back, so I've probably read more than half of it. I dig Robert Downey Sr., and this book is pretty cool. If you like Robert Downey Sr., check this out. It's pretty cool. Oh, you might recognize that. I have clips from this movie in my videos sometime. This is from Greaser's Palace, which is Robert Downey Sr.'s avant-garde westerns and religious movie, kind of. And then this guy, can't remember his name right now, but he's the mortician or whatever you call it, Undertaker or whatever, in Return of the Living Dead. So he's got to start with Robert Downey Sr. Hello. Just watched Putney Swope by him. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That was the first one I saw of his too, a while back, a good while back, because it's on Plex, that free streaming service, at least here in Germany. And I watched it on there, and yeah, big fan. Which is a good segue. Since I was a big fan, I bought it. The Indicator was having a little, maybe it was like a Black Friday sale or something. So I picked up their version of Putney Swope. But that wasn't enough because I wanted more Robert Downey Sr. So I also got Up All Night with Robert Downey Sr. This is the Criterion Eclipse series number 33. And this has his early indie art films. Babo 73, Chafed Elbows, which I love. No More Excuses. Putney Swope is on here too, so I guess I've got 2 copies of that. 2 Tons of Turquoise to Taos Tonight. So those are the films that are in this set. Very cool. Yeah, if you like those weird art films, this is definitely worth tracking down. Especially Chafed Elbows. That movie is really funny. And one thing I learned from reading the book is he also filmed a sexploitation film, like which I think was maybe also like a roughie in the mid '60s, but it's lost, which is really unfortunate because that would be super cool. Because he did it just for a paycheck, I think, because Robert Downey Jr. was about to be born. So Senior made sexploitation film, which would be perfect for my channel, but it's a lost film. Which really sucks. So I hope someday, maybe Vinegar Syndrome people will find it or, and put it out. That would be awesome. But yeah, which it's really interesting about New York in the 60s. All of these films are from the 60s. There were, for my channel, I talk a lot about the sexploitation stuff from the 60s, and a lot of them are from New York, and it's fascinating to me that one city had 2 indie film scenes going on. You had all the 42nd Street Grindhouse stuff, the sexploitation stuff with, Maura and the Finlays and the Ameros and all of those people. And then you also had like this art scene with, Andy Warhol and Robert Downey Sr. There wasn't really much crossover between the two. So yeah, which is insane to think that like one city could support 2 film scenes, like independent film scenes. That probably never happened anywhere else in the world, which is crazy. Thanks for the tip on Las Vegas Strangler. It's a great one. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. That's part of the that was part of the Vinegar Syndrome Lost Picture Show set, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I like that one. That's one of the better ones from that set. That set was a little bit disappointing, as much as I like the packaging and the essays and everything. But the movies in it, that one's cool. And Violated, I like a lot. And then like Beware the Black Widow. And after that, it's kind of slim pickings on that set. So there's like 3 out of like 10 movies, which are cool. Oh, but then the documentary on there is excellent. So that was cool too. But yeah, Las Vegas Strangler, pretty cool. Also, the Indicator Blu-ray, yeah. The Putney Swope one, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Chafed Elbows is a great. Yeah, it's the movie is about. Well, it's about a lot of things, but the main story is a guy who like wants to marry his mother. He's in a relationship with his mother. It's pretty funny. I had a clip of that in the video, this week's video. I, did a little musical break, and there's that song, like "Hey, Hey, Hey," like in your black leather negligee or whatever. That's from Chafed Elbows. That clip. I think the art scene was with the music scene back then. Yeah. Oh yeah. The music scene, a bunch of cool stuff happened in the music scene in New York too. Yeah, especially even a little bit later in the early to mid 70s, like lots of cool stuff like at CBGB's and whatever. Yep. Yeah, Cool City. Oh, on Tubi. Okay, yep. Oh, the Last Picture Show. Was it Lost, or I thought it was Last Picture Show? But okay, yeah, I know that one. Yes, very cool. Right. Well, since I was on the Indicator getting stuff from Indicator, and they're in, where are they in? England? Is that a British place? So I have to order a little bit more just to justify the shipping to Germany. It's not super expensive to ship to Germany from the UK, but it's also not free. So I picked up two William Castle films, The Tingler, wrong hand, and Straight Jacket with Joan Crawford. Tingler's goofy fun, which I love. It is just silly and funny. Showed it to my son, and he liked it too. With Vincent Price, which it's like this super cheesy 50s sci-fi thing. It's completely ridiculous. And I expected a Straight Jacket to be like that, but it's not. This is more of a straight like thriller / horror film with an axe murderer and some really cool decapitations in this film. So if you haven't seen William Castle's Straight Jacket, I recommend it. I'm going to watch it again soon, because the first time my expectations were all out of whack. I expected it to be like other William Castle things, kind of goofy and quirky and with some sort of gimmick, because I like William Castle's stuff. The Tingler's fun, and 13 Ghosts is fun. But yeah, this one is just a straight like horror thriller axe murder kind of movie, and it's really cool. I liked it a lot. Same with me when I buy from the US. Yeah. I bought some stuff from the US too, and you always have to kind of, or at least I do, wait for good sales. So I got a bunch of stuff from Vinegar Syndrome when they had their Black Friday sale, and if you order like 3 or 4 for decent prices, it kind of justifies the whatever they charge to send to Germany. It's like ridiculous. It's, I don't know, $30 or something to ship like a handful of DVDs. But yeah, they got cool stuff, so I can't resist. Tingler was the first Vincent Price movie I saw as a kid. It's a good one to start with. Yeah, it was on cable. My dad had me stay. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. The Brain That Wouldn't Die may not be exploitational, but it's close and a favorite. I like that too. I covered it on the channel years ago. I like that film a lot. But yeah, like nobody watched that video for whatever reason. But yeah, it's really cool. There's another like brain or like head movie that I like from around the same time, which almost exactly the same plot, which is wild. I don't know how that happened, but it's a German film called trying to remember what the English title was. And now I can't remember the English title. In German, it was called like Die Nackte und der Satan. So it's like the nude and the devil. The German version, maybe it's just called The Head. It's really cool though. So if you like The Brain That Wouldn't Die, check out like the German like Frozen Head movie. It's pretty awesome. He talked about watching the Tingler in the theater, and they had rigged. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was the gimmick for the Tingler. Is he had rigged some of the seats with like like the hand buzzer kind of thing to give you a little tingle at certain points in the movie. It's awesome. I wish I could see it in a theater that did that again. That would be fun. Yeah, sure. I mean, Warhol's, what's it called? Like his Blue movie. I mean, that was like the very first film to show like it's like the very first like hardcore porno, basically. Yeah, and that one was like the one that kind of sort of started like what now is called like the golden age of porn. It's like because his movie, like the Blue movie, was like the first one. So yeah, he would definitely count. I should probably talk about that one on the channel sometime. Have you ever seen H.G. Lewis' Jimmy the Boy Wonder? No. It's on the Internet Archive and was super crazy. Well, Herschel Gordon Lewis makes crazy movies. I never even heard of that one. Which, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I have to check that out. Thanks. The Tingler is my favorite Castle movie. Indicator is a great label. Yeah, they got cool stuff. I really recommend iMusic, a shop for CDs, Blu-ray. Oh yeah, I've bought stuff from them. I just did recently actually, which I don't have here, but it's over on my shelf. They had a really great deal on a Hammer film collection. It's like 25 disc like Hammer horror. It's not just horror, it's just the Hammer Gold collection or something. But yeah, I got that from them, the iMusic. Yeah, so yeah, they're cool. Yeah. Head switching films. Yeah, that's The Head. I'll look for. Oh, The Head. Okay, that's the name of it. Yeah, it's cool. I think it's on. It might be on like Tubi. I'm not sure about Tubi. I don't have Tubi. It doesn't exist in Europe. It might be on there, or it might be on like Plex or one of the other kind of free ones. You might actually find it on YouTube. I think the first version I watched of it was maybe on YouTube. It was pretty crappy, but I liked it enough that I bought like a Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray is gorgeous. Like they did a really great job. Like they must have found like a original negative or like a really clean print because the Blu-ray looks great. And I do recommend, if possible, to watch it in German and then turn on subtitles if you can, because like the English audio track, it's kind of goofy, and the German one is like more serious, which I liked more. There was a couple of those like Head movies back in the day. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The Head That Wouldn't Die scared the crap out of me as a kid. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, and there's that creature in the closet. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So, what are some other things? Well, we're talking about vinegar syndrome. Yeah, so for their Black Friday, I picked up Defilers that has A Smell of Honey, A Swallow of Brine on it as well. Yeah, I don't normally, I had these before, but I covered both of them on the channel before. I don't normally like upgrade stuff, but yeah, Blu-ray with like audio commentary with Mike Rainey from Something Weird and David Friedman and Frank Henenlotter. So yeah, I got it for the special features. Yeah, but I like both these movies, especially A Smell of Honey, A Swallow of Brine. And then also another upgrade, the Candy Snatchers. Love the Candy Snatchers. So yeah, it's time to upgrade my old DVD for a nice Blu-ray, and it looks great. I watched it again. It's a cool movie. If you haven't seen this, definitely make it a priority to watch this movie. It is so great. It really is just a hidden gem of like 1970s crime cinema. It's fantastic. Let's see. I'm kind of missing. Is the Head Blu-ray from the label a no less? I don't know. Give me a second. I'll grab it. So here's the Blu-ray, the one I have, and this is from Anolis. Yes, that's the one I have. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right, Die Nackte und der Satan in German. Okay, go away. Oh wait, no, now I'm messing up. Here we go. Great French. Yeah. Mm-hmm. As a disembodied head. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's the one. This is one hell of a candy snatch. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like to have that as a poster. It's cool. All right, let me take a, let's say, apple juice break. It's very sweet, that apple juice. Right. Other things I picked up, Vinegar Syndrome, is this Angel. I knew about this movie, like this cover, was every time you went into the video shops in the 80s and early 90s. But for whatever reason back then, I never watched it. Years later, living in Europe, I was talking to a friend, and then he mentioned that he loved that movie. I was like, oh, that does sound cool. I knew the title, I knew the cover, but like, all right, I had to find this thing. I couldn't find it. Like, it was everywhere in the States all through the 80s and 90s. And here in Europe, just couldn't find it. At one point, I did find a German copy of it, but it was in 4:3, aspect ratio, like TV aspect ratio, and only in German. I didn't want to watch that. I don't like dubs very much if I can avoid them. But Vinegar Syndrome to the rescue with their sale. They had it, and I loved it. It's fantastic. Big fan. I'm gonna watch that one again soon. It's about this cute little high school girl who's an honor student, and then at night she's a prostitute, and it's surprisingly wholesome. Like, she has this sort of, her and the other working gals have like this little family, and they kind of look out for each other and they take care of each other. And there's this like old guy on the strip that used to be like a gunslinger in Hollywood movies, and he's part of their crew. And there's a cross-dresser who's like the mom, and it's great. I loved it. It's a wholesome streetwalker movie. Is one of only 2 films he made for. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Oh, right on. Yeah, I've heard they get kind of bad quick. Yeah. Angel cover looks familiar. Yeah, I mean, if you're around back in the day, you definitely saw that in the video shops. Yeah, it's got some great twists. Yeah, it's a twisty movie. Yes. Angel. Yes, Angel's cool. A wholesome double life. Yeah, surprisingly wholesome. Yes. In the movie, I mean, she talks about how she has, but yeah, like the one time in the movie she has a client, they get interrupted by a murder. So yeah, that's true. But she's only a high school student, so what did you expect? Oh, I was in Ireland. When was that? A couple months ago. I went October, I guess. Went to Ireland to see a concert, and then they had this little film. Yeah, it's like a theater, and then attached to it's like this art house theater. And then attached to the theater, they had a shop. They sold DVDs, and then I picked up this one there, The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward. I'm not a huge Jalo fan, but I do like Edwige Fenech. And yeah, well, we'll see. This video is probably going to get demonetized now. But yeah, we'll see. Shouldn't have shown that cover. Right. But it's pretty good. I like that movie. It's okay. Let's see. Why is it not showing? Here we go. See, I've only been to one theater that had rigged seats. It was at SeaWorld. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, those like 4D things. Yeah, I've done that before. 3D with Leslie Nielsen. Also thought of. Yeah, I've been to. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Disney World maybe when I was a kid had something like that. Then later, as an adult, I went to Universal Studios in Florida, and they have like one of those like 4D like rides where it's like You wear like 3D glasses, and then the thing kind of shakes and moves. And I think it's also like kind of maybe on a small like roller coaster track. It was really great though. It was a Spider-Man ride, a lot of fun. I remember Angel coming out. I was working on Two Screen Theater in the 80s. Oh, okay. Yeah. That was before my time in the theater. I worked as a projectionist in the mid 90s into the early 2000s. So late 90s, early 2000s. Your channel helped my collection. You're welcome. It helps my collection too, because I'm like, oh, now I have to do some more research, and then like, oh, that sounds cool. Like, let's find it. Just ordered from the center and sale. Yeah, because the shipping, right? Yeah, if you live overseas, yeah. Terminal Island, oh yeah, classic. Bloodorama, Triple Fright Manager, Criminally Insane. Okay, yeah. Made in Hong Kong. That stuff. Yeah, nice. Sounds like a good haul. Yeah, I should have got Terminal Island. Yeah, that's a classic. Oh, cool. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. I got a job as an 83. Oh, and Risky Business playing. Okay. There were 2 theaters in town, and the double screen theater was where the drive-in movies in. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Was it a second run theater, or is it first run? Ours, the first one I started, it was like a first run, so the new stuff. But then like they built this big, like 10 or 12 screen thing. The one I worked at had 4 screens. It was called the Cinema 4. Yeah, and then they turned us into a second run theater where we got like old movies like before they left the theater circuit entirely, and then hit like DVD or VHS. And our business went zhunk, it went straight down. So yeah. Pink Flamingos got me in the genre. Oh, okay. Yeah, Pink Flamingos, awesome. John Waters, love him. The Little Girls movie review the other day, is it on disc? Yes, it was released on DVD in like 2007, I think 2008, somewhere around there. Pretty rare, pretty expensive, but you could always get lucky. You just have to do what I do and spend lots of time digging through like used video places in every city that I go to, like when I was in Ireland. Yeah. Any big city, one of the first things I do whenever I show up in a new city is I just search for on Google Maps like used DVDs and then try to find stuff. It was just before you. Oh, okay. Did projectionist and manager. Oh, cool. Hello. First run. Okay. Did end up running a second run in Nashville. Oh, a 99-cent theater. Yep. Yeah, I loved second run theaters when I was a high school student because there was one in the next town over. So as soon as we got driver's licenses, which back then in Michigan you could get driver's license at 16. I think they moved it up later, but back when I was 16, we could drive. So we went down there pretty often because I think it was $2 or $1.50, like back in like '93 or something. Saw a lot of movies there. Flesh Gordon, right? Nice. Yeah. I love the big monster at the end of that thing. He's so funny. Penguin was great. Yep. Oh, cool. Recently, it was so much fun. I bet. Yeah, I've never seen it in the theater, just on at home VHS and later DVD. They departed with bees. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, like in the Tingler. Cool. You should hunt down Chow Manhattan with Eddie Sedgwick. Okay. I haven't heard of that one. Okay. So unfortunately, the last she did. I guess Edwige Fennick. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. She passed away during it. It was a wild movie. Okay, cool. French film Alley Tramp was good too. Right on. I haven't seen that one. San Francisco 99, lived across the street from Le Video. 80,000 titles. Wow, that's nice. 2 stories. Cool. Yeah, when we were in college, nothing that big, but we had one that had a really big selection of like European horror stuff and Jalos and Hong Kong stuff and exploitation films and then what was great about this place, I don't remember the name of it. Family. It wasn't Family Video. It was more like a mom and pop stuff. Anyway, doesn't matter. They don't exist anymore. But anyway, they had a deal. 5 for 5 for 5, which was 5 movies for 5 days for $5, and but not for new releases, only for the old stuff. And we tore through over my university years. We tore through a good chunk of their selection. That place was awesome. Yes, love looking for the weirdness. Exactly, it's fun. Yep. Dr. Butcher, MD. Nice. Okay. Love watching your channel. Thank you. I ended up seeing all those movies that came out when I was working. Oh, nice. Yeah. Your theater was showing the kind of movies I talked about. You worked at a really cool place. I'm toying with watching Bed Hostess this weekend. Do it. Tell me how it is. Yeah. Did like Dr. Butcher, MD. $60 for little girls. Yeah. That one is a rarity. Do you like, I mean, that's almost an English sentence. Do you know the Lost Girls? No, I don't know that one. It's a homage parody of 50 Cent. Oh, that's nice. That sounds like my kind of thing. Hollywood Video. Oh, maybe it was Hollywood Video. Was it Hollywood Video? I don't know. So this would have been, yeah, I went to Central Michigan University in the 90s. And so that's in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. They had a couple of video places. Yeah, they had like 2 or 3. And one of them, maybe it was Hollywood Video, I don't know, had the 5 for 5 for 5. There's some of the 60s films. Yeah, I like the 60s a lot. Yeah. Good stuff for like sexploitation kind of stuff. So what else? So some German. I can't show the cover of this one. I just have to show the side. I got the Ingrid Steger Gold Collection. So it's like 8 Ingrid Steger films. I talked about one of them a few weeks ago. Me, a Groupie. But yeah, she's gorgeous. So I haven't watched all of those yet. So I will. Some of them will probably show up in the channel this year. Yeah. Okay. 60. We did that one. Let's see. Have you ever suffered through any of the British? Yes, I've seen some of those. Yeah, there's one that I kind of always plan to do on the channel, but just somehow never get around to it. It's called like Au Pair Girls. That one's got some fun stuff in it. But yeah, they did a lot of like comedies, like those. I haven't seen them like the Carry On movies. Those are kind of like sexploitation, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I don't know a lot about British sexploitation stuff, except for just a handful I've seen, like Au Pair Girls. Love your channel. Thank you. Wait, I went to a Mac school in the 90s too. Oh, nice. Yeah. Ingrid, oh yeah. She's amazing. But She Freak. I haven't reviewed She Freak. You must be confusing me with someone else. I might have talked about it at some point though. Ever heard of or seen Teen Lust? That sounds familiar. But yeah, there's a lot of movies with titles kind of like that, so I'm not sure. But it does sound familiar. I'd probably have a better shot at recognizing it if I saw the poster. It's directed by James Hong. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Is the box set expensive? Which one? The Steger one? This one? I got it on eBay for, well, I don't remember. I think it was like 25 or maybe 30 euros, which I thought for 8 movies that was an okay deal. So no, it wasn't crazy expensive. Um, I guess it's kind of like buying one new movie from Vinegar Syndrome, and you get 8 old English Jigger films, so that's a good deal. When I was in the military, they played Howling 3. Oh, I'm sorry. And, at the military, okay, yeah, definitely, yeah, man. That the Howling, that series just went like down so fast. The first one I think is actually kind of overrated. Some people think like it as much as American Werewolf in London, which I think is an insane take. It's nowhere near as good as American Werewolf in London, but I do like the first one. But then you get like, what is it, like the Sybil Danning, like my sister's a werewolf bullshit, and yeah, it's like, what is up with that series? I was looking at Au Pair Girls this weekend, but dismissed it because British. Yep. Okay. It's like it's not a lot of these European films are kind of like clip shows in a way, and Au Pair Girls is almost that. So it's like these 4 girls from various places in Europe come to England to work as au pairs, and they each have their separate sort of au pair story. So it kind of almost works as like a real movie. Um, but yeah, so not every part of the story is good, but there's some good stuff. The Swedish girl, her part is good. The German girl is not good. It gets a little, um, you know, they serve up some grape soda in that one, which is not super fun for the kind of movie it is. Um, yeah, Elsa, I love Elsa movies. Yeah, me too. Yeah, especially Harem Keeper of the Oil Sheiks. That movie is so great. Carry On or more of your end of the pier. Oh, okay. Adventures of. Oh, okay. That sounds familiar. Yeah, but yeah, but I'm kind of ignorant with. I'm kind of ignorant with British films in general and their sexploitation stuff in particular. It's one of the reasons I bought that Hammer set, just because I feels like I should know more about British movies. Andy Edwards channel did a good talk about Carry On Film. Okay, never heard of them before. Yeah. I reviewed Teen Lust on my channel. Nice. Check out his channel. Was a model actress. Oh, okay. Part of the factory. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Okay. I have to watch it. Okay. It's so bad. Okay, yeah, nice. There's so many comments this week. My channel's getting too big for these live streams. But I remember my first live stream like 4 years ago, like nobody showed up and I just like quit after like 10 minutes. Times have changed. I watched yesterday, sometimes Aunt Martha does dreadful things. Really weird. Oh, okay, I don't know that one. You guys are dropping some deep cuts in the chat this time. The other one I think, Toys Enough for Children. Yeah, I know that one. Okay, finally, a movie I know. I do know that one too. I think that was one of the maybe Hollywood Video 5 for 5 for 5 things back in the day. Howling Six. Oh, Antonio Fargas. Okay. I haven't seen that. I dipped out of the Howling after, yeah, probably the third one. Yeah. One of the Ilsa movies, 81. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I never saw them in the drive-in or anything. Too young. Before my time. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to remember where we left off. Oh wait, that's where I just had. House of Whipcore was good. Right on. I just yes, you do. My mouse can't keep up. Oh, thank you so much. What's a movie made recently that you felt captured the spirit of the movies you review on the channel? Best wishes for the new year. Yeah, so there are some of these like Neo Grindhouse movies, and actually quite a few of them. So some of the recent, more modern ones that I like, I'm a huge fan of Father's Day made by Astron 6. That's came out in 2011, I think. I like that movie a lot. I've watched it like half a dozen times. I like Hobo with a Shotgun. That was like a fake trailer for the Rodriguez Tarantino Grindhouse project they did, and then they made it into a movie later with Rutger Hauer, and that's a lot of fun. Hobo with a Shotgun. Yeah, what are some other ones? Actually, next week on the channel, I'll be reviewing one of these. It's like a modern take on a women in prison film. So we'll do that next week, Monday. That'll be coming as like one of these new neo grindhouse things. Yeah, so yeah, but Father's Day for sure. Hobo with a Shotgun. Yeah, those are great. Oh, and the I do like the Machete movie, like the Robert Rodriguez Machete movie. That's a lot of fun. So yeah, those will be my picks. Did I miss anyone? No, okay, I think. So let's see. Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay. If you hang around long enough, you become respectable. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Down and Dirty Duck. Okay. I don't know that one. Hobo with a Shotgun is fun. Yeah. Shockumentaries. I don't like them. Yeah. Mostly I find them pretty boring. And then when they're not boring, kind of gross. so, so I'm not a big fan. Yeah, like back in the day, we'd watch, like the Faces of Death stuff, but yeah, I never liked them. Yeah, so I think a lot of it is fake, but then some of it's not, and maybe in the Face of Death, maybe it's all fake, but then some of those like things are not fake, and I don't like watching not fake stuff at all. Oh, cool. Flashlights, nice. Yeah, that is a funny movie. Jenny Child, okay. Oh, okay. That makes more sense, I guess. Have you seen Fountains and the Vengeful Nun That Wouldn't Die? No, I have not. That sounds fun. What are your thoughts on the Feast trilogy? I like those. Yeah, I was really impressed with the first one. Yeah, isn't Henry Rollins in that one too? And he wears like pink sweatpants at one point. Yeah. I like the Feast movies. At least the first one I like a lot. I think the budgets kind of went way down on those as they went, and yeah, the second and third one look a lot cheaper than the first, but they're still fun movies. I have at least one of them on my shelf over there. Instagram and Essential. That sounds familiar. It was nuts. Okay, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I think the Horror Geek covered it on his channel a few weeks ago. Just want to say, I love your channel. Thank you. By the way, what do you think about Joe D'Amato's Black Emmanuel movies? They're okay. A little too much for me. I'm not a huge fan, but yeah, it's all right. I think I prefer some of the original, like the French ones, the actual Emmanuel, the Sylvia Crystal ones, rather than the Laura Gemsner ones. But yeah, Laura Gemsner is actually in one of the original Emmanuels too. I think the second one is like a masseuse. So that's kind of fun. What was the last time you watched a movie in the cinema? Oh, what was the last one I watched in the cinema? So I watched Weapons. That came out last year. Sinners. I went to the cinema for Sinners twice, actually, because I watched with my daughter. And then my wife loves like folk music and including Irish folk music. And then there's that sort of folk, Irishy folk song in there, and the other music in Sinners is great anyway. So I thought she liked the movie, so I went with her to watch it again. But yeah, what else did I watch in the cinema last year? I'd have to look at my letterbox to remind me. But yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure I watched something more recently than Weapons. But I don't know. I'd have to look. Dana Dirty Duck from Florida. Okay. Highly recommend it. Was meant to capitalize on Fritz. Okay. Fritz the Cat I covered on the channel a few years ago. Mother's Invention. Okay, yeah. Zappa. Have to leave live stream to assist 12 night service. Okay. I don't know what that is, but have fun. Angel, not the only one with the double life. Okay. One sort of short but forgotten subgenre. Yeah, right. Mandingo and drum, right? Yeah, I did Mandingo on the channel too. I did that with a collab with Rashad G. Um, he really hated that movie. So you should look. You can find it on my channel. But he was so pissed because he was like kind of done watching slave movies because he watched one of these slave movies and really hated it. He's like, I'm done with slave movies. And I sent him an email. I'm like, hey, before you're done with slave movies, like watch Mandingo and let's review it together. Oh yeah, good times. That movie is pretty hardcore. Heavy metal, yeah, of course. Heavy metal is cool. Yeah, I covered that on the channel too a couple years ago. Oh yeah, Henry's and the Fees, cool. They wore the white button-up shirt with pink slacks. Okay, good. I remember correctly. Love Henry. Drum is Warren Oates. Isn't Pam Grier in drum too? Don't mess with me. Have you ever seen the movie Gross Out? Yeah, that sounds familiar. Film with bathroom humor in it. That does sound familiar, but I don't know. Maybe not, because I don't like bathroom humor, so I probably would have avoided it. I love the shoe. Show? Love the show? I do have cool shoes, but I imagine you meant show. Yeah. Oh, yeah, show. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, I was surprised I watched the season 5 finale of Stranger Things with my kids the other day, and I was surprised one of the characters was wearing my shoes, like the Vans, like checkered shoes. Like, yeah. Are there any documentaries about exploitation movies you would recommend? Let's see. Yeah. Well, kind of like sort of slightly related. Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome did one about like finding these old films and like restoring them, and that was really interesting. I don't remember what it was called right now, but that was cool. And I did watch one a couple months ago about the history of sex and nudity in cinema, which that was pretty cool because it showed all of it. So it was like an exploitation film about exploitation films. So I like that because it was like, yeah, it's a pretty long movie. It went through like, the history of cinema and then like, here's the first like naked ladies on film and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. I don't know what it's called. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, I'm not like a huge documentary person. So favorite Jess Franco movie. Well, I'm not a big Jess Franco fan either. Yeah, he made some cool stuff, not gonna lie, but he just made a lot, and a lot of it was really garbage, and a lot of it you could tell he wasn't trying very hard, so I don't like it when they don't try. But okay, anyway, my favorite, well, I'm pretty sure he did that like fourth Ilsa one, didn't he? Isn't that him? Like Greta the Mad Butcher or Ilsa the Wicked Warden. It's got a few different names. That was Franco, wasn't it? So maybe that one, because that's got Lena Romay and Diane Thorne in it, which is nice. But other than that, like A more serious one that he did, I do like The Awful Dr. Orloff. That's a cool movie. Yeah, so probably one of those two would be my favorite. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Isn't it Let My Puppets Come? But yeah, I know the movie you mean. Yeah. I know that one. A little more mainstream. I watched Bound again recently. Yeah, I love that movie. It's really cool. It's a great like neo noir film, and I love Jennifer Tilly. She's fantastic. Yeah, really great. It's by the Wachowskis, isn't it? I think it's a Wachowski film. Love your unabashed admiration for the talents. Yes. Yeah, exactly. It's fun. Yes. Exactly. Sometimes people forget how to have fun. Hey, Blaxploitation flick recently, but I forgot the name. Okay, there's a lot of Blaxploitation films from the 70s. Do you like? I love Bloodsucking Freaks. Yes, it's funny and crazy and in such bad taste. And yeah, I love the guy that plays. Was it like Sardo? Is that the character's name? He's so perfect. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Bloodsucking Freaks. I like it a lot. Yeah. They Kill for Love. Oh, is that the name of the movie? Okay. I saw a good Betty Page documentary. Oh, okay. Yeah, Betty's cool. Yeah. Or We Kill for Love. Okay. I don't know that one. 42nd Street Memories. That, yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah. Joe by Briggs, the great book about, right? Mm-hmm. Not sure if you can still get it. I've looked for it, or at least I was looking for it like last year and I couldn't find it. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes sometimes. I'll like look for something like that's kind of rare, hard to find for a while, and then won't find it. But then 4 months later, try again, and sometimes you get lucky. Also, there's a great documentary called Inside. Oh, okay. That's called Against the Grain. Yes, it's in the Lost Picture Show. Yeah, that was really interesting. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah. Okay. He did that one. Okay. Oh yeah, he did Ilsa Wicked Warden. Cool. Sleazo Express. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, I have that too. It's on my shelf over there. Yeah, it's fantastic. Although, my one complaint about that one, even though I love the history of them hanging out in the theaters and these movies and stuff, um, yeah, there's like big chunks of that book, which are like plot run throughs of the movies, but I already seen the movies. So I was like, why am I reading this? Like, I know what happens in like the Flesh trilogy. I don't need to read like all the things that like Michael Finlay does in these movies. Like, I've seen the movies. Yeah. But if you haven't seen those movies, then maybe, yeah, I don't know. Then I think it'd be too spoilery. So I didn't really understand like, yeah, why they included so many details about the movies. But yeah, it's a great book, regardless of that little complaint. Um, oh, cool. Have fun. Have you ever watched the Betty Page film? No, I have not. Out of print. Yeah, you can find it on the internet. I hear from little birds that you can find it. You may, it's a little, okay, good. Um, yeah. Oh, Bound. Yeah. Yeah, it might be. Although, The Matrix, the first one is pretty iconic. Are you a fan of Aaron Brown, aka Misty Monday? Boy, I know the name, but I'd have to see some pictures in order to refresh my memory. The guy who played the art critic in Bloodsucking Freaks was also. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Right on. Who's your favorite author? Ooh, boy, that's a good one. Huh. Well, I think my favorite. So we're talking fiction. I read a lot of nonfiction these days. But for a while I read a bunch of fiction. I think my favorite book is Of Mice and Men. So Steinbeck would be high on my list of favorite authors. Um, Beyond that, let me think. I love David Sedaris. He's a humorist, writes funny short stories. I've read a bunch of his books. Another humorist, I also read a lot of comedy, surprise, surprise. And another comedian, humorist I like a lot is Simon Rich, and I've read a bunch of his books, and I read them again every once in a while. Yeah, so for comedy guys, yeah, David Sedaris, Simon Rich would be pretty high on my list. Let me look at my bookshelf. Oh, my favorite horror novel is I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. So that would be pretty high on my list. I love that book. Um, and let's see. Oh, I like Bukowski. I read Bukowski every once in a while. I do like him. So yeah, like Ham on Rye is a fantastic like memoir autobiography kind of book. Post Office is also good, but yeah, Ham on Rye is that's super great. What else is over here on my bookshelf? Um, oh, James Baldwin. I love James Baldwin. Read a bunch of Baldwin stuff. I like his essays too. So yeah, those are some of my favorites. Um, yeah, that's true. I've seen his channel. I watch it occasionally. Yep. 40 second. I love Misty. Okay. Yep. Guided Agronomy. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that one or two counts as a grind. Well, I mean, the grindhouse is like they played all kinds of stuff. Yeah, like like the big ones on 42nd Street. You know, they played all kinds of stuff. I watch these movies all by myself. No one around here shares my sense of humor. Oh, well, thanks. Yeah. Glad to have you. Yeah, I got a few like in real life friends that like some of the kind of stuff I watch, but there's plenty of the stuff I watch that's way too out there for like the kind of people you normally run across in the cities, you know. It is the best one, okay. You sound like Richard Kulinski. I don't know who that is. Canon Films did a bunch of stuff. Yep. Right. Right. Yep. Oh yeah, those were staples back in my childhood from the video rental places, the Canon stuff. Wasn't yeah, I mean they had like yeah, magazine for a while. Would have been written when the films were brand new. Right. Yeah. The zine was published in the early 80s. Or even earlier, wasn't it? Yeah. But yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Post Office is cool. If you are using a VPN, you can listen to David Sedaris' show on the BBC. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he lived in the UK for a while. I don't know if he still does. Maybe he does. How much did you hate the way? So much. I hated it so much. It's so frustrating. I mean, it's my favorite horror novel, and that has been turned into 3 movies over the years. There's the Vincent Price one, Last Man on Earth, and then there's the Omega Man with Charlton Heston, and then finally one with the title of the book, I Am Legend, with Will Smith. Um, and all of them really fail to capture um, kind of what the book is about. The Vincent Price one is the closest to being true to the source material, um, but none of them really have like I guess the guts to do that story justice. The Will Smith one is by far the worst offender. I hated that movie. I don't like Will Smith anyway, and yeah, him, you know, in a really crappy version of my favorite book just made me not like him all the more. Yeah, so yeah, Will Smith's I Am Legend very high on my list of like most hated movies. Yeah, very high. It's up there with Sucker Punch. I hate that movie. William Burroughs. Oh yeah, Burroughs. Yeah, I used to read him a lot when I was in college. My friends and I went through a period where we were big fans of like Naked Lunch and stuff like that. Hitman better known as Iceman. Okay. Mm-hmm. Vincent Price version, my favorite out of the bunch. Yeah, mine too. Um, Definitely. What made you want to become a teacher? Oh, I always wanted to be. It's really weird. I mean, it's certain. I make this joke sometimes that when I was a kid, I wanted to um, move to Europe and be a teacher and a writer, and and I did that, which just goes to show you that kids are really stupid. So that's the joke that I make about my life. But yeah, even when I was in like, I had some great teachers like as a little kid, and I had great teachers all through education, and yeah, and I just was always kind of interested and wanting to do that. But I think it's a terrible career path. And if I could, sort of reset my life, I wouldn't do it. I'd do something totally different. Um, but yeah, um, that's how it goes. So yeah. So I think the first like really great teacher I had, I was in fifth grade in Mifflin Elementary in Mansfield, Ohio, and Mr. Swayze. He was wonderful. I loved him, and I wanted to be like him. Vince Price was the best. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Snakes on a Plane. Yeah, it's like one of these sort of modern, like very silly things. Yeah, yeah. So now that I kind of caught up, anything else here of interest? Oh, another the Vinegar Syndrome one picked up. Rabid Grannies. I haven't watched this. This I've seen the movie before, but I haven't seen this particular one. I saw it back in the VHS days. But yeah, this is curious to see how good it looks now. But I do remember liking the movie. And oh, here we go. Speaking of like sort of neo kind of grindhouse stuff, I recommend this one, Bra in Cell Block 99. This is by the guy that made Bone Tomahawk, which is great, like cannibal western. So that guy, whatever his name is, he definitely knows like sort of grindhousey genre pictures, and he makes sort of slick modern versions of these things. And yeah, Bone Tomahawk, if you haven't seen that, it's a great horror western, one of the better horror westerns. And then this one, Bra and Subblock 99 with Vince Vaughn, is also great. It's like super visceral and brutal, um, which I like a lot. You live in Europe, right? Yes. How did that happen? In graduate school, I met a German gal and we hit it off. And then, she was there like on a 1 year like scholarship. And at the end of that year, we did like a long distance thing for a while. And I decided I would go to Europe, Germany in particular, to do that. Yeah, so that's how that happened. Met a girl, fell in love, all that stuff. I'm a romantic. What school subject do you teach? I teach English um, at university in Germany and a community college. So two, yeah, like colleges, I guess. Do you think Solid? Yeah, I mean it's kind of art film. It was released in the Criterion Collection, which does art house films. Yeah, yeah. I have the version I have of Salo was put out by BFI, so the British Film Institute. I've got their version. So yeah, it's like art film. But yeah, I mean, I would be happy calling it an exploitation film as well. Rapper Grenades is hilarious. Yeah. I remember it being pretty funny and just a lot of fun. So I need to watch it again soon. You should do some. I have. I did Human Tornado a few years ago. My favorite Rudy Ray Moore film. I should do more though. I agree. Are there any old exploitation films you'd like to see remade? Oh, um, probably not. I mean, I don't. Yeah, in general, I don't. I mean, I think remakes are fine if you bring something new to them. So, I mean, I love 50s sci-fi movies, and I'm totally happy with some of the remakes of those we got in the 80s. I mean, The Thing from Outer Space, Howard Hawks' thing in the 50s is awesome. And John Carpenter's The Thing, super awesome. So yeah, awesome. Remake it, add something new. Same thing with The Fly. Love The Fly. In fact, also recently picked up The Fly and Return of the Fly. So yeah, old Fly movies, super great, super fun. And then the Cronenberg one, also fantastic. So yeah, if you add something new, like new technology, whatever, can be cool. I don't think they would do that today with like some of the stuff that I like. I mean, if they remade like whatever, some trashy sexploitation thing, it wouldn't be a trashy sexploitation thing anymore. So I'm not interested anymore. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine like Sydney Sweeney as Ilsa? Like, no, that's never going to happen. And if it did happen, it wouldn't be nearly as much fun. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what they could add to some of that stuff to make it better. Because it's not like you need special effects. In fact, special effects are a hindrance because natural is better, right? Rabbit Granny is one of my favorite old house drama movies. Yeah, cool. I'm excited to watch it again. I haven't seen it in a long time. Saw it on TV. Very good movie. Cool. Bone Tomahawk, great movie. Yes, it is. I like it a lot. Are there any actors you dislike so much you can't watch films with them because it bothers you? People think it's nuts that I haven't seen any of the Mission Impossible films. Boy. No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't, like I said earlier, I don't like Will Smith. But that being said, I do like Men in Black. I mean, that's a funny sci-fi movie. So I enjoyed Men in Black. Yeah, so even with him, who's one of my least favorite actors, he still made stuff that I think is cool. I think Men in Black is a cool movie. Yeah, so yeah, is there anyone I don't like? I don't know. I mean, there's some like comedians like that I don't think are funny. So I would probably avoid their stuff. Like some styles of humor I just don't like, and I would avoid. So let me think. Like Rob Schneider. I don't know if I've ever seen a good Rob Schneider movie. Um, Carrot Top. Yeah, I don't think he ever made a good movie. Um, there might be some modern ones too that I just don't think are funny, and then I don't think I would like their movies. So maybe something like that, like or just the style of humor, just not my thing. What's your secret to other smaller movie channels? Um, so I mean I mean, I don't want to like talk like I'm an expert or anything. Although my channel's grown up pretty well. Um, I think the trick is to find a niche and only do that. I mean, one sort of mistake I see channels make is I'll find them because, you know, maybe they review like a blaxploitation film or something. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I'll hear what they have to say about that. And then that's like why I subscribe. But then they'll like do like, I don't know, tasting the new like Burger King like sandwich. Like, I don't give a shit about that. So I'm not going to watch that video. But then the problem is there will be people who will watch like the Burger King sandwich tasting video, but they won't be interested in the blaxploitation stuff. So you just split your audience. Don't do that. Do one thing and just stick to it. Yeah, which is one reason why I picked exploitation as something to concentrate on, because it does give me a little bit more variety. I typically do end up focusing more on the sexploitation stuff, but it does give me some variety if I need it or want it, like for a change. So like I would never do like a horror channel, for example, because then you're just stuck doing only horror films, which there's lots of horror films to talk about. But I mean, do we need another video of someone talking about Friday the 13th Part 4? I mean, it's great. I mean, but can I say anything interesting about Friday the 13th Part 4? No, probably not. Not that you haven't heard already. Although I might be able to say interesting things about Friday the 13th Part 5, which I'll probably do at some point. So that's my advice. Pick one sort of genre or time period or whatever, and just do that. Because you'll get people coming to you for that. But then if you do other stuff, they won't watch. That would be my advice. I mean, other advice would be put in a little effort. Like, I mean, I'm tired of seeing movie review things just of a person sitting in front of their DVD collection. Everyone does that. It's boring. Like, do something else. Whatever it is. I mean, so I got like a spotlight behind me. It's like 10 euros, you know, and it's on my curtains. It's nothing special, but at least it's not like me sitting in front of all my movies. So that's really boring. Yeah, that'd be, yeah. Put in a little bit of effort, give it a look. Only do one kind of thing. Buy a microphone. Bad audio. People will watch bad video, but they won't watch bad audio. Maybe a Serbian. Yeah, I don't know about that. Carster, that's right. That's what I do. Yes. Yeah. Have you seen Crack House during Jim Brown? No. Although I do like Jim Brown. Oh, really? Okay. Cool. I think I really enjoyed Down and Dirty. Okay. Yeah, cool. Invasion of Bystanders fave, the original. Oh, yeah, that's another good one. Good example of a remake, which is also great. Yeah, I love the original. But I also like the 70s remake with Donald Sutherland. That would be funny. Okay. I saw 54. That one's not good. Yeah. What are your favorite of those shitty sci-fi films? Crawling Thing. Oh, Incredible Shrinking Man is my favorite 50s sci-fi movie, but I don't think it's shitty. I think it's a brilliant movie. So yeah, definitely Incredible Shrinking Man. That's my favorite. That's like right at the top. Other ones I like a lot. For shitty ones, for like stupid ones, I really love. I never remember the name. Was it like The Brain from Planet Aros or something like that? I love that movie. That one's a lot of fun. It's about these brain ghosts from like a planet that possess people, and one of them is a cop who possesses a dog. Totally bonkers, super fun. Love it. Other 50s sci-fi. I Married a Monster from Outer Space. I love that movie. That's high on my list of favorite 50s sci-fi. The Day the Earth Stood Still. I mean, that's a classic. Grok, that big robot thing, is super cool. Yeah, what else? Yeah, those would be up there. Yeah, especially Incredible Shrinking Man. Yeah, love that movie. Sounds silly, but I think Attack of the 50 Foot. There's a remake. They did Attack of the 50-Foot Cheerleader. Haven't you seen it? It always seemed like the script had ideas that weren't explored fully. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I watched that years and years and years ago, but it didn't leave much of an impression. The new Toxic Crusader Avenger, you mean, is an example of a modern remake. Haven't seen it yet. I saw that one. Yeah, saw that last year. It's okay. Yeah, it's nothing compared to the original, but it's okay. What's your favorite punk band? Ooh, man, that's hard. Well, just one? I mean, if I just had to pick one, I guess I'll say the Ramones. If I have to just pick one, Danzig era Misfits would be way up there, though. I mean, I love Walk Among Us and Static Age and Earth AD. Those are just fucking killer albums. Yeah, Ramon. If I had to pick one, if I have to pick just one, I'll go with the Ramones. I met them once too. That was pretty cool when I was a teenager. So that was fun. So yeah, I'll go with them because I actually got to talk to them once, which was nice. But other ones like to kind of do more than just two. Big fan of Angry Samoans. I love the Dwarves. Lunatics, high on my list. Adolescence, their Blue album is freaking brilliant. I listen to that like all the time. Yeah. So yeah, those would be like, is that five? That's maybe like my top five. The Descendants. I mean, Milo Goes to College. Everything Sucks. Great albums. Okay. Toxic Crusader remake was absolutely amazing. Oh, good. Glad you liked it. There's some really great bits in there, which I liked a lot. But I thought it went a bit long. Rob Schneider, Master Thespian. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Okay, cool. I mix food reviews and don't do that. It's a bad idea. You're gonna split your audience. I love part 5. Yeah, Friday the 13th, part 5. Yeah, it's awesome. I wonder if the Detour has a Oh, I don't know. Part 5, best kills, best humor, hottest chicks. Yep. Yeah. Part 5 is cool. It's just sleazy and fun. Good audio is crucial. Absolutely. Yeah. And don't make the mistake. So if you watch YouTube, like how to do YouTube videos, a lot of them recommend getting shotgun mics. That's probably not the best option. I mean, shotgun mics are great if you're outside because they block like sound coming from the sides. But if you're inside, like me, over on my left here is my television. Over on my right is my bookcase. These are very reflective surfaces. And if you use a shotgun mic, it's going to kind of cancel out parts of my voice that are reflecting off of those reflective surfaces. And it makes it kind of sound kind of boxy. So you don't want that. So you want more of like a pencil condenser microphone or something like a cardioid mic, something like that. I use so I switched maybe like a year ago. I used to use a shotgun mic because I followed this bad advice. And if you watch like my old videos, you can hear that sort of boxiness in the sound. And I switched to a better microphone. It's not expensive either. It's a Zoom H1N, I think it is, which is, you can get them like 60 bucks used, like 100 new, but 60 bucks. And then that is what I use on the videos now, and it sounds a lot better. Um, it's showtime. Yep, that sounds familiar. Do you dress like that while teaching? Well, I take off my hat when I go inside a building. Um, do you have a group of young sweet that you've taken under your wing? No, um, definitely not. But no, I don't dress much differently when I go out in public than I do on my channel. I mean, it is a little bit of a costume, I guess, because I don't, um, yeah, I don't uh, like to look at myself like on videos and stuff. So I try to hide with like a hat and glasses, so I can talk to the camera and not feel completely weird about it. But I do actually dress this way when I go outside. So um, writing this one down. Okay. Um, Deborah Sue Voorhees. That's right. Yeah. How perfect is that? And Friday the 13th, part 5. One of the girls' last name is Voorhees. It's perfect. The dog had a flashback scene. Do you like Guar? Of course. Guar's super fun. Yeah, I like Guar. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I was playing Guar for my kids the other day. They got this song, which I probably can't even say the title on YouTube. It's about doing stuff with animals. It's super funny. The Sonics, okay. Do you like Devo? Yes, I do. Yeah. I had one of the albums when I was a kid. I liked them back in the day. Danzig Air Misfits are badass. Yes, they are. Ramones, Black Flag. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Black Flag. Early Black Flag. Yeah. I mean, the Henry stuff I like, okay. Some of it's pretty bad, though. Yeah, but like the early Black Flag. Like there's this one Black Flag CD you can get, or album. It's like called like the first 4 years. That is a killer album. Um, Angry Samoans, yeah, Angry Samoans rule. How about your favorite punk movie? Oh, favorite punk movie. Um, hmm, boy, there's. So let's see. Recently, I've been. It's this is a weird pick, but recently I've been a big fan of Dinner in America. That's like a punk romantic comedy. I love it. It's super cute. So I like that one a lot. It's like a modern, like, yeah. And just having a punk romantic comedy is really funny to me for some reason. But for more traditional ones, I mean, Bomb City, I like a lot. It's a true story about Brian Dennehy. Uh, Green Room is a great one, like a punk like horror film. Repo Man often gets thrown in with the punk movies, as well it should. I mean, the Circle Jerks are in there. So yeah, Repo Man, I love that one. So yeah, those would be like some of my picks. Suburbia, I mean, that's like watched that a bunch of times when I was younger. How to Make a Monster is my favorite. Okay, creature, monster. Oh yeah, that sounds. I know that one. Yep. We Are All Devos. I love Devo. Yeah, they're pretty cool. What do you think about the movies of Glenn Danzig? You know, I've been looking for that vampire one he did. I cannot find it. I sent him an email, or like the production company an email a couple years ago, like asking where I could like buy it or when they're going to put it out. But I think they just gave up on that thing or something. I don't know if it ever got a release. But then he did like was it like Verotica or something? I haven't seen that one. Seen Guar twice. Okay. Yeah, I imagine. I saw a gnarly picture a few months ago. Someone went to a Guar shirt or show and then had like contacts in, but then some of the blood like kind of got up underneath the contacts and gave her like an eye infection or something. So yeah, be careful at the choir concerts. Bring like some safety glasses or something. Those are much low budget, independent, serious science fiction in the post-war period. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that stuff was pretty low budget. I mean, but yeah, serious. I mean, The Day the Earth Stood Still is a pretty serious movie. So maybe that one. I think Incredible Shrinking Man's a pretty serious movie. It's not goofy in the way that the brain from Planet Aros is goofy. Have you ever reviewed any of the old? No, I haven't. That's a gap. Chopping Mall is brilliant. Yeah, love that one. Did you like Liquid Sky? I don't remember. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember if I liked it. Dinner America is great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Guar costumes reeked. Yeah, I imagine so. Do you like Goblin? Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Death Rider. Yeah, that's one. Is it? I'll have to look again. Last time I checked, it hadn't been released. So cool. All right. I have to go on the hunt again. I was going to ask about Liquid Sky. I didn't like it as much. Okay. Mm-hmm. Huge guy was running from the bouncers and ran into me. Oh, that's how you got. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Was it me? um, with the alien contamination. Okay. Earth Stood Still was 1950. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. So, anything else here of interest? Yeah. Oh, this is fun. Since I'm a Michigan person, I saw this at the shop the other day. Had to get it. Lake Michigan Monster. This is pretty fun. That's comedy, pretty wacky comedy. It's by the guys that made the one that came out last year or the year before, like Hundreds of Beavers or something. This is like their early, like indie movie, and part of it was filmed close to where I grew up in Michigan. It's mostly a Wisconsin movie, so it's that side of Lake Michigan, not the Michigan side. But it does say that part of it was filmed in Muskegon, Michigan, which is close to where I spent my youth. So yeah, Lake Michigan Monster is pretty fun. So this is going to be reviewed Liquid Sky. Oh, really? They reviewed some stuff. How do you think AI will affect any? Boy, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people are using it, and I know if anyone used it in their movie, I will never review that movie on my channel or give them any publicity whatsoever because I hate AI with a fiery passion. Have you ever seen The Lost Skeleton? No. Someone mentioned that earlier in the chat too, but no, I haven't seen it. Never heard of the Michigan Monster. Yeah, it's kind of a very like indie project, Lake Michigan Monster. But I think, yeah, well, here you can see like was in German, but you can see how German and English are pretty close. Yeah, from the makers of Hundreds of Beavers. So I think maybe it got like a new DVD release after the success of Hundreds of Beavers. So I was happy that this was at my local video place. The advantage of living in a big city, I guess, is that shit like that shows up at your local video place. Oh, cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lake Michigan Monsters and Hundreds are both very good. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, good stuff. So, oh, here's speaking of 50 sci-fi, I got one recently. Okay, well, this is from Spain. But The Man in the White Suit. That's a British sort of comedy satire 50s sci-fi. That's a pretty interesting film. It's with Alec Guinness, Obi-Wan Kenobi. So yeah, that's kind of cool. It's about a guy who makes an indestructible material that also cannot be stained. And then, of course, the people in the garment industry don't want him to release this fabric because it would ruin their businesses. It's pretty cool. He wrote some scripts for us, right? Yeah, he wrote Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, and then the one with Kitten Natividad, Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens. Yeah, and he did some like punch-up work on like Super Vixens. What some genre of exploitation would like to see make a comeback? Boy, I don't know. I've been toying with the idea of making a roughie, and I've got like a script that I wrote for one that's maybe like 85% done. So maybe I'll say that, and then maybe I'll bring it back. But in general, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think slashers are pretty well handled these days. I mean, the Terrifier movies do some really gross practical special effects, so we're pretty good there. Zombies are there's tons of those. Yeah. Maybe like some of the raunchier stuff. I wish that would come back. Like some of the sort of sleazy, like teen comedies. I mean, there's some, but they don't go as hard in the sleaze factor as the 70s and 80s ones did. That's a lot of beavers. Yes, it is. That's a lot of beavers. Yeah, I like some. Yep. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Reanimator, of course, From Beyond, and then after it became Full Moon, yeah, some cool stuff too. Head of the Family is a good one. What do you think of Caligula? I'm not really such a big fan. Is an Eaton classic. Yeah, no more for their comedies. Oh, it is. This one also kind of a comedy. Very classic based stuff. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Lady Killers, right? Didn't the Coen brothers remake that movie? Nudie Cuties. Yeah, I mean it'd be kind of interesting to see some of that stuff. Yeah. I don't think it will because modern audiences don't understand it because they're like, why would you watch that? You could just porn is free or whatever. Like, yeah, they don't get it. So I don't think it'd be successful. But I remember, oh yeah, Robot Jocks. He never forgave me. Yeah, that's a Stuart Gordon film, isn't it? Yeah. Bring back Nudist Collie movie. Yeah, I don't see it happening. Do I think it'll ever come out? They did that one like teaser trailer a while ago, didn't they? Like the zombie carrying the Christmas tree or something. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of lost in production hell or something. I have no idea what the status is, nor do I really care. I mean, because that first one is amazing. It'll never be better than that. And I also like part 3 a lot too. You are one hep cat. I do not have hepatitis. You keep spreading that rumor, VT, but it's not true. I'm clean. What else? I'm running out of stuff. And it's been going on for a while, so let's see. I got The Shootist. So this is John Wayne's final film. And I had this on DVD, and it was so ugly. It's like this terrible VHS rip. But finally, I found this Blu-ray of it. And then, it says first time in high definition. It was nice to watch like a good-looking version of this. I like this movie quite a bit. If you like John Wayne, I recommend The Shootist. And yeah, another Western that's pretty good too. Terrible name. The English title, Hanny Calder. Awful title. The German title, much better. In Item Sattel mit dem Tod. So, In the Saddle with Death. Way cooler. But yeah, that's kind of like a Western revenge tale starring the lovely Raquel Welch. So I like that one. That was a good one. So that was a lucky find. I didn't know anything about it before. And I got the Walking Tall trilogy. I haven't seen parts 2 or 3 yet, but I know the first one pretty well. I've seen that a couple times. But yeah, I don't know. I heard the second one and third one are not as good, but I'll check them out anyway. Right. I miss Italian zombie movies. Yeah. Have you ever done any Ray Dennis Deneau? And no, I don't think so. No. Folger movies, it's wacky. All right, cool. Mm. Oh, another kind of two interesting ones to close it out. The Guns of Navarone was an interesting watch. I got it because I heard the title because I think Sam Jackson says it at one point when he's ranting in Pulp Fiction. And I like Gregory Peck. And yeah, if you haven't seen this, it's worth checking out. It's a war adventure film. So you can tell that Tarantino, I'm sure, is a fan of this thing. I mean, Sam mentioning it in Pulp Fiction is one clue, but it's like Inglorious Bastards in some ways is similar to this movie. It's like the sort of war kind of adventure kind of story. So that was a cool one. And then another one that I rather like too, Southern Comfort. So this is about some reservist soldiers and training in like Louisiana, I think, and then it turns into like a Exploitation kind of violent thriller horror film, maybe. But that was kind of a cool picture. Southern Comfort. If you're looking for some more scary Exploitation action, I recommend that one. So I'll finish up the comments here, and then I'm going to go to bed. What are your favorite trauma movies? Ooh, I mean, I like a lot of trauma movies. I mean, original Toxic Avenger, of course. Poltergeist, I like a lot. That's a great one for like a newer one. The original Class of Nukem High. Return to Nukem High Volume 2. I like that one a lot. Yeah, so yeah, for like the sort of the ones that Lloyd directed, those would be on my top 5 or so. And then Father's Day, I talked about that one earlier. That's also was produced by Troma. That's a good one. Very good one. Yeah, what else? But yeah, those are among my favorites. Would you say that Cocaine Bear? Yeah, I mean it's kind of in that style, right? Yeah, it's kind of like silly, bonkers stuff. What about the? Oh yeah, I should get to those at some point. Yeah. I mean, especially since I live in Germany, it seems like something I should talk about. He was the stiffest actor back then, pretty drunk. Was he a drinker? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I like him when he got older. I like True Grit. I like a lot. And this one, The Shootist, I like a lot. But yeah, so I like old John Wayne. Steven walked. Oh, okay. Still need to watch. Yeah, samesies. Yeah. There's a TV Walking Tall movie with Brian Dennehy in it. Oh, really? And didn't like The Rock or something remake it at some point too? I haven't seen any of these things. I've just seen the original, which is really good, by the way. What are your favorite Italia Western? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the Sergio ones, both Sergios. I mean, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly is amazing. Yeah, A Few Dollars More, Fistful of Dollars. I mean, that like Dollars trilogy is freaking great. Once Upon a Time in the West is amazing. Then with the Kabuchi stuff, I mean, Django, of course. And I really love The Great Silence. That's fantastic. One from the other Sergio. Yeah, and then let's see. Yeah, for some lesser known ones, I'd have to maybe pull out my DVDs to check the titles. It's hard to keep the titles straight. But I watched one a few weeks ago I thought was really cool. It was with Klaus Kinski. but now I can't remember the name. Yeah, I don't know. It was cool though. It was like a revolutionary one, like a Zapata, like a Mexican kind of Italian Western. But it was great. Yeah, so the big classics, I guess, the Sergio ones. All right, so I've gone through all my stuff. Well, now the highlights of my stuff, and we've been talking. I've been talking for an hour and 40 minutes. That's entirely too long. All right, well, thank you for dropping by. I should go to bed. I gotta get up and get my son off to school tomorrow morning. So I will say goodbye. Thank you very much for dropping by and hanging with me. And I'll do this again maybe in like 6 months. That seems to be the schedule. All right. Take care.